Hello Cancer and welcome to my channel GreenLion Goddess Tarot. This is your fortnightly reading for April the 16th through to the 30th. So moving from fiery Aries into a more grounded space, the Taurus energy. So we'll see how this works for you, how this suits for you, what's coming up for you, Cancer. And so this is a general reading, Cancer. Usual spiel, just take what feels right and leave the rest. You are the master of your own energy. And if this does really resonate, there will be an extended reading. The link will be in the description box below. I'll talk more about that a little bit further on into the reading. But, oh, gosh, it just flew out. My goodness, the sun has just come out for you. Sorry, I've got to pick this up. Look. Okay. Wow, that was quite an entrance. Thank you, Sun card. Leo Aries. Wow. Okay. What a great card to start the reading off with. The Sun card always brings happiness, always brings some clarity and some breakthroughs and opportunities. It's such a lovely card to have here. And here's my cat star as well. Why not have the sun and the star? All the big guns are coming out for you today, Cancer. Okay, so what else is coming through? So the sun also shines some light on some things that need to be kind of cleared out or understood on a different level, so on a more expansive level. So with its aim to bring through more opportunity and happiness, like we said. And we have the Six of Cups. Wow, Neptune, Scorpio coming through. So this is a beautiful card of being really present and happy. So yes, and it is related to an innocent happiness that perhaps you experienced as a child or in the past, a time when you felt it. You might not even have a memory of this, some of you, but some of you will remember it really clearly, of just a pure moment of being untainted in pure spirit, a pure energy of happiness, however that plays out in your life. So, we've got two cards have come through for you. Well, this is feeling really nice. Now we have Emperor Aries is coming in really strongly, and Pentacle 5 Venus Taurus is coming in reversed. So, wow, I think this is just, the words I'm getting is total overhaul of happiness, finances, of where you're at. The Five of Pentacles is feeling, that there's lack, that there's something missing, and it's reversed. So its power next is being diminished next to the Emperor. The Emperor is coming in, that Aries energy is coming in really strong and saying, no more of that. I'm bringing in more. I'm bringing in success. I'm bringing in personal power. I'm bringing in all this amazing stuff and happiness, and this on a very external, everything, it's out there. The Emperor is very much out there. You can see it. The Sun is out there. You're going to see all this in your life. And that Five of Pentacles is just, if it's feelings of rejection or not getting enough of anything, really. It's particularly money. It can be related to health, home, anything where something's felt like it's lacking. In comes this energy, goes, right, we're sorting this out. And it's kind of like that energy just had no chance of this Five of Pentacles. It's just like, oh, okay. It's like a scared little bully that just runs off because in comes someone stronger. So it's just... it's fabulous energy. This is really, really strong and powerful and potent. It is right there. It's very strong masculine energy coming in for you. But I love the fact it's coming in with Neptune and Scorpio as well. So that kind of softens it, makes it a really nice energy of... For some of you, this is like the spirit of forgiveness, but with the Neptune and Scorpio energy coming through, but it's also can be a very highly creative energy. And it's also understanding that you're receiving that material, finding the right activation energy for those material things, health, home, money, career, that have been lacking. is connected deep down to you as to what makes you happy. It's bringing you back to a sense of faith and belief in yourself. And if you connect into what makes you happy, then this energy is going to dissolve of the Five of Pentacles, of that lack, is going to weaken. And so it's really connecting you in strongly to that. Very clear, a lot of clarity with the Ace of Swords coming through. Crossed by the Page of Wands, may not have... there's a lot of excitement around this, but may not have started something yet. The Two of Swords, so, yep, it could be some indecision. The Four of Swords, lots of swords coming through. So you might be, really getting a lot of mental clarity that's coming through with this Cancer. I feel like it's just clearing your head, quite literally, getting a very clear headspace. And with the Sun card, it does bring happiness. It's right next to the happy card. So, gosh, it's so beautiful. The moon is coming in as well. So we've had the sun, the star, and the moon, all the heavenly bodies. Star, if we're talking about the cat star. But, the moon is coming in, and that's, you rule the moon. That's your ruler. Well, the other way around is what I should be saying. So the moon's come in the recent past and the Queen of Swords in the near future. So, gosh, it just is coming in and showing you all this clarity, both internally and externally, which is fantastic. And you are presenting as the Knight of Swords. So many swords here, my goodness. And I do want to just keep shuffling for a second. What I'll do is, that just tipped over. What I'm going to do is I'll take a photo, because Star's sitting on all the cards for you, Cancer. I'll put a little screenshot up in one of the corners of all the cards so you can see them. And I will go and rescue that Six of Cups in a second. I want to pull some more cards. The Three of Pentacles surrounding you. So this is beautiful in that there is a sense that you are being elevated in some way. Your skills and abilities are really being elevated, perhaps recognized. It's about how things are working within a group as well, feeling like you are valued and your place, feeling more value within a group. And that's why that Five of Pentacles of feeling unvalued is really diminishing in power. So this is the energy surrounding you. And then the Page of Pentacles, hopes and fears. And then, wow, look at this, the Nine of Cups. Fulfillment coming in, my goodness. And we'll put it right up there next to these two other happy cards, the Six of Cups, if I can rescue it again, and the Sun card. Let me just go and rescue that Six of Cups for you. And at the base, before I do that, is the Mr. Aquarius, the King of Swords. So you've got the Queen and the King of Swords. You've got all these beautiful, amazing swords cards coming through and just bringing all this amazing clarity. Okay, so I have actually rescued the Six of Cups, but Star has sat on it again. So he's quite determined with this Six of Cups, aren't you? You like this card. He's like, no, I don't want you to be getting it. Maybe so this is actually symbolic of someone actually trying to take your happiness away or snatch it or get in the way of your happiness. That could be something that's coming in as well. So, but I do feel like, we'll get there, Cancer. Don't worry about this. The Ace of Swords crossed by the Page of Wands. So this is very much like we said, there's clarity here, which is coming in, which is fantastic, that's coming through here. And we also have, crossed by the Page of Wands, is that it may be that you're seeing that something, it's all about seeing growth. It's all about starting something, feeling really excited about something. And it's like I can't quite get excited about it yet because I haven't started it, or I can't see the growth just yet. But it is a sense that you're being shown that, but do you believe it? You kind of sensing it. Maybe the Sun card is kind of, and the Emperor's card saying, now's the opportunity to come in and start this, and you'll be able to see that growth for your own eyes rather than just an idea that you think, yes, this could actually really work. So when the Emperor comes in, he makes something a concrete reality. So it usually is like some kind of concrete success. He wants to go, this is going to be the best it can be. boom, I'm going to make it successful. So coming in with the Sun card as well, it's very, very strong. And that's why it's very much the universe is just going, it's just a very much like, this is what it is. Very highly encouraged to start something, to start it up, showing you a lot of clarity around it. And that's why, you know, it's kind of interesting because this could be something quite big. The energy is really potent and strong. It could just be like, oh, okay, well, I need more information. I need to understand what this is. I really need to get it. And so in your conscious mind, we have the Two of Swords, which is indecision. It's a beautiful Libran energy of going back and forth, not knowing, where you can get stuck in this energy of, this is just your conscious mind of knowing there is a decision that needs to be made here about stepping into this, really, because you're being presented, it's being presented to you on a plate pretty much by the universe saying, here it is. This is a fantastic opportunity. Do you want to step into it? And getting your head really clear about this. And so the Two of Swords can also mean that even though you might know that whatever decision you make is going to have consequences, it's really understanding the consequences of your decision very, very clearly. And also just trusting your intuition, trusting your gut on this, because you're getting a lot of clarity, like I said, coming in around this. So, there is going to be, it's almost like it is almost like a test of self-belief, but it's kind of like with all these cards by you, it's pretty easy. Like there's no negative cards here at all. The only negative card would be this indecision and trusting yourself. But the energy deep down is the Four of Swords, which is really very much about, this is a deep down energy. I feel like it's happening. It's just a deep reflective energy because we've got all these swords energy. It's really going in and making sense of it, understanding, putting down any issues or conflicts around this and just putting that to the side and saying, if I'm not looking at that, what am I seeing? What story have I told myself about this? What sort of stories have I told myself about this in the past? And what am I rewriting the story to be now? So it's a very deep contemplation of what's actually going on deeply about how you feel, how you think about this, really, what you think about it. So, and that seems to be really important, is getting your head in the right place to start making a decision about what's right. Now, in the recent past, it's interesting, we have the Moon card underneath the Six of Cups. So I love how like all the watery energies are all kind of aligning up together here with the Moon. And this can be sometimes when, you know, the Neptune energy and the Moon energy can be a very deep emotional energy. It can sometimes be murky emotions that can lead to fear, doubt, confusion as well. This is the recent past energy that's coming through. And that's why it's funny that Star kept trying to knock, he just had this vendetta against that Six of Cups energy. And it's kind of, and, you know, I always read into my readings what's actually happening as well. Like if there's a storm coming, or if George is crowing, or the cats are doing something, or the cards are coming out a certain way, for me, that all means something. So that has meaning. And so with the Moon card coming in, it is saying that there may have been a complete lack of clarity of this in the past. You've kind of been in this emotional sea where it might have been like you were floating out at sea and felt a bit lost at sea with this. So that is something that could have come in and this is something in the past that's like chalk and cheese. It's like, and then suddenly in comes the sun and all this clarity, and suddenly it's like this insight, this realization, and oh, now I get it. Now I understand how this can work. Whereas previously, and it's because you're not in that emotional space, you're in your head space, really. But it's like your emotions needed to be your head is actually helping your emotional space by bringing the clarity and the understanding around the story. If there's something that's unclear or something that's around boundaries or forgiveness, but also in the recent past, this can be a highly creative time, a very inspirational time as well. So it could have been you've gone deep into the land of imagination, inspiration, these beautiful watery realms of love and creativity. So it can also be that, and just depending on who you are. But what I love about the moon coming in for you, because it's your ruler, Cancer, is that it's come in and brought this strength to you, this emotional strength, and come in and said, I'm here, I'm by your side, I'm bringing this energy through to make you feel really supported. So, it's really just kind of bringing you from a state of feeling almost helpless or powerless into a state of feeling clarity and power as well for some of you. For others, it's just coming in and going, look, let's do what we do best. Let's go to where we work best. Let's be in this exalted position in order to step into all this fire that's coming through. Otherwise, we're going to get burnt. Otherwise, fire and water is going to not mix well. It's going to create this steam. It's going to create anger. It's going to create frustration. And it's so in order to step into this beautiful fiery energy of the Emperor and this Leo energy of the Sun, which is also Aries, and the Mars energy of let's do it. It's like, yep, I'm going to do it, but I'm going to be me while I'm doing this. Okay. So I'm going to still be contained in my energy and feel good and safe and supported. And that feels important. So that's really important so that you can find this clarity and make a decision and really step into this. And that's why the Queen of Swords in the near future is fantastic, because you can see it brings in the fact that you've overcome that fear, that doubt, that uncertainty. Her head is above the clouds. The head is clear now. You've cleared your head and able to actually, the path opens up in front of you and able to see the path ahead and where it is that you're going. And I love the fact you've got the King and the Queen of Swords here. Often when that comes in, it's a very compatible relationship that's being highlighted here. You're on the same wavelength, the same mental same beliefs system. There could be a very supportive relationship here where you kind of both think the same things, or you both kind of, maybe intellectualize a lot of things, or just mentally you're on the same level, however that presents, because it might not be intellectual and it could be something that you're just both very quirky and you see things from a very different perspective. But there is this beautiful compatible energy here. But the fact that the Queen of Swords comes in and lifts your head, clears your headspace, and the King of Swords comes in and goes, right, now I'm ready to make a decision. And he is the decisive factor that comes through. And the fact that you've got both of them, this is such amazing energy to come through. And you're being very clearly directed towards happiness, towards fulfillment. So that's however that's presenting in your life. And then you are presenting as the Knight of Swords. So, the Knight of Swords does what the Queen and Queen of Swords says. It's emissary. It works for them. And so this is all parts of you, really. And so this is you feeling like there's this sense of wanting to make this quick, wanting to move really quickly on this, wanting to, step into the change, embrace the change, be really proactive. It's a really proactive energy. And there could be a sense of urgency with this, or just needing to do this now. Moving quickly with that Knight of Swords, wanting to make some quick, fast changes, being able to go with the flow, maybe having some very, it's very mercurial. There might be a lot of ideas flowing around that are highly inspired energy coming in, a lot of downloads. And then it's kind of with the King and Queen of Swords, they come in and order it and sort it out and go, boop, 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 make sense of it, rather than this sense of confusion, like too much is coming in, I'm getting overload, I've got too much coming to me. So it's like your mind has just become some supercomputer at this moment in time, and it's like boop, 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 everything gets filed in the right spot, and you can really, to launch off this is really quite an extraordinary position to be in. We don't always get this energy. It's just had this amazing amount of mental clarity and mental space, and your head being in the right space. And with that brings, like, it does lower stress levels, it does lower adrenals, it does have a sense of purpose and clarity and focus. So, this is quite a rare opportunity, actually, Cancer, to have this much clarity coming in your reading. So, yeah, that's what the sun is saying. This is an amazing opportunity we're presenting you with here. And the Page of Pentacles is coming in hopes and fears. It's just really like, I want to actually this to become something really solid, because at the moment it's all very much up in the element of air. It hasn't grounded down yet. And this is kind of, I guess it's like wanting it to ground into some kind of reality, which it always does, but it's like it needs to be cleared in the air element of air first. So that's kind of all getting this work over. And then everything starts to line up. Like we said, sort, boom, 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 but emotionally as well. This is where we're saying the head comes in and sorts out what's happening on an emotional level. Things start lining up in your life in terms of what's bringing you a lot of deep fulfillment and happiness. So, and I'm putting that right next to the 3 happy cards. The Sun card, the 6 of Cups, and the 9 of Cups, they're all just aligning, and it's this sense of there's this alignment of happiness. Things are really lining up for you. So it's fantastic energy for you, Cancer, really. It is. So I'm going to pull actually they're saying pull an animal spirit energy, so I'll do that next for you. But I wouldn't worry if you're kind of thinking, well, it's not feeling solid yet. I wouldn't worry so much about that. Like it's saying that's just if this is actually really going to happen, because you've got the Emperor there, and the Emperor makes things happen. And he knows how to make, that energy knows how to make something happen. And at the moment he's looking at looking at what's going on and going, I know the solution. We need to get their head straight. We need to get their head straight first. Sorry, Cancer, I got a bit of a croaky throat this morning. So let's see. Let's pull an animal spirit energy. We already have Mr. Star here, being a beautiful animal spirit. Yeah, you're a beautiful animal spirit, aren't you? Yeah. So what's going to come out for Cancer? What animal spirit medicine is Cancer working with? Wow, the earthworm has come out. This is such a beautiful energy to come out, the earthworm. And it's saying, with the earthworm, it's saying it's something small. The earthworm is something that this might seem like something small at the moment. It might seem like something small, but the earthworm grows and into something big. It's a very, very important role. It tills the soil and makes the soil fertile, more fertile for seeds to grow. And so that's what it's doing. It's creating the space here, the mental clarity and space for that soil, that energy around you to become more fertile, so that things that you're trying to bring in, seeds that you're trying to plant in your life, like this Page of Wands, and this Page of Pentacles that's coming up here, can really have the space now to actually be in a space where it can grow to a fuller potential, because the space is a lot richer. It's got more nutrients, like this earthworm energy. And so it's saying, don't discount this as a process and think that's not relevant, or this may seem like a small idea or a small thing, but it's important. So yeah, it's playing an important role, this energy at this moment in time. So that's a really important message to come through for you there, Cancer. And let's see what affirmation cards we have. I listen with love to my body's messages. My body is always working towards optimum health. My body wants to be whole and healthy. I cooperate and become healthy, whole, and complete. And so actually, a lot of this, because we do have that 5 of Pentacles, and, it can be around health, some health issues that you're getting, some very clear messages from your body. And that's why it's saying it may feel like something small, a small niggle, but it's saying listen to it, because it will be giving you messages about how that might be affecting. Even a small thing could be having a big effect on in terms of creating a fertile space in your life. And that's what it's really doing here. So this can be a good time for a positive shift in health, getting some really positive messages around that, and really, really listening in. And the same thing can be applied to the other elements that Five of Pentacles can be, in terms of listening to your body can give you messages about what's happening emotionally, what's happening mentally in your life as well, what's happening in general energetically and spiritually. And you can also be getting those similar messages about anything that kind of may be weakened, in a weakened state with this Five of Pentacles. So it could be, related to all those pentacle things, which is home, money, body, health, and career. So it can be all of those sort of things. But yeah, so let's pull, to finish this off, Cancer, let's pull, stars left a little bit of a mess here over here, but we'll clear it up. Let's pull a charm. Oh, wow, the butterfly just flew out then. It's kind of the day of things just flying out at you. So it might be how the Sun card's operating. Things are just kind of being shown to you really quickly and coming and going, oh, wow, that just flew at me. So, but the butterfly is all about transformation, and deep personal transformation is coming through here. And it really is a sense of, time to fly. It's an element of air. Time to find your wings, time to find that space to really spread your wings and expand your mental energy, your mental capacity, in order to bring this transformation into your world. So it's a beautiful energy coming through, a very deep, personal, transformative energy. And actually, it can also be about connecting to a higher vibrational level as well, connecting to those clearer spaces where you find that clarity. And so that's very beautiful energy coming through, Cancer. So thank you for joining me today. And the chaos of Star, he always brings a little bit of chaos, but then we've got this clarity here that's come through in the end, and that may also be symbolic as well. So actually quite an amazing reading for you, Cancer, I would say. So this is where I'm going to take it over to the extended reading now, where I'm going to pull some more cards to see what clarifiers you need around this. And we're also going to pull some more cards for what's coming in the near future and the future beyond. And then we're going to pull some cards specifically for career, money, love and relationships, and focus in on that. So I'd love it if you come over for the extended reading. The link will be in the description box below. I usually pin it to the comments as well, the link. But if this is where we're leaving each other, thank you so much for joining me, Cancer. Really appreciate your time, and I hope that this helped. And if you did appreciate this this content, is what I'm trying to say. I was going to say concept, but content. Can please like, subscribe, leave a comment or share, because that's how YouTube knows that you've appreciated that content, this content. I can't say that today. And that it's a way of supporting the channel as well. And also I love hearing your comments. So thank you so much for joining me, Cancer. Please take care, and I look forward to seeing you next time.